first carry for Jonathan Stewart. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And what about this offense, Charles? Specifically, what about Jonathan Stewart?
He makes sure everything goes. Put the ball in his chest and watch him run. Can run with power inside, but has enough speed that when he gets outside, he can cause a lot of trouble.
On second, here's Newton. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. The starting defense for the Falcons.
When you see Brooks Reed going after the quarterback and you see that hair trailing out from under his helmet, look out.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he can't quite corral it defensively. Maybe some space to go the other direction if he had caught it. That brings up 4th down now.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it'll be 1st down Atlanta. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on 1st down. And a man, as we look at the starters now, a man who really has earned us talking about him in the booth, Julio Jones.
He's a 1,000-yard receiver each and every year. So sleek, so wonderful. I call him Secretariat.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
K'Wan Short came out of Purdue as one of the top-rated defensive tackle prospects. Now he's one of the top-rated NFL players.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. On 3rd and short, the fullback DeMarco. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a 1st down.
In the red zone this time. the red zone now. Here's Ryan on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On second down, Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read. There he goes, right side. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Well, so much for all the time that you spend in practice, because for offensive linemen and running backs to get in sync, that requires a ton of practice time, a ton of watching tape together, a ton of really getting to where you're thinking with one mind on every single play that's called, every single run, because you want to know how your guy's going to block it. They want to know how he's going to run it, what kind of cuts he's going to make, and it's really anticipatory. And when you're really locked in together, you know what he's going to do before he actually does it. On this play, that didn't happen at all, and that turned into a big loss.
They toss to Freeman. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that, because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Now Ryan on second down. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now Stewart on first down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Here's Newton now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
When it's well executed, a wide receiver screen can often be a thing of beauty, but so many things have to go right in order to complete it. Blocking out in front, timing of the quarterback with the receiver, and oftentimes everything gets set, and guess what? They drop the football.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. They slot Gronkowski outright. From the gun on third down, Newton. Trying to lay one, and this is caught. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
Trying to punch it in, Stewart. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Jonathan Stewart, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers.
Those and maximizing opportunities. And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a two tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the two tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see two tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think of run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Spinning past him. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. So on 4th down, the Falcons will call on Matt Bosher to punt it away.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down, just 1 yard to go. They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Stewart is the lone setback, and he'll get it up the middle. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Let's see what they go to here on 3rd down and 6. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. 35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And here now come the Falcons. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Caught left side by Funchess. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Newton gives off to Stewart. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now the Auburn alum, Artis Payne. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Over the middle here to Brown. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
On second down, here's Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now a time by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Third and long, it's Newton. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up second and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Deion Jones in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Mike Tolbert, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Panthers add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On third down, Ryan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. This is taken near the 13. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not. We'll find out. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Coleman. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that said... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner? What, you mean with an exclamation mark? Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that? Ampersand? I like it. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly. But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession. So that didn't bother you too much last time? No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd down, Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. The left side completion to Jones. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And the offense moving quickly to the line. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Completion left side to Miller. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give him a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. Getting it out left side to Sanu. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Play clock winding down. Ryan turns and gives to DeMarco. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Ryan to throw. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On the keep, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Able to punch it in on makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. This is Stewart again. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 Short forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They keep it on the ground. Again to Stewart. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here's Newton. Man open left side is Brown. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They begin the drive with Coleman. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line. Now Ryan. Deep drop. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. So the offense puts the ball on the ground, but they pick it back up. Now they face a 3rd down. Now Ryan down around the goal line. He's got Sanu. And they're going to have this one up near the 30-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He's going to loft one. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 43 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play really nice.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, his first touchdown in a Falcon uniform. And the Falcons get a bit closer. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well, does. And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Here's Newton now on second down. This will be caught by Brown. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
This is Stewart. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. I guess this is how you define backs against the wall. You have a long way to go. You're down by more than a score.
And the defense really isn't going to allow you to get a big play, but sometimes you just have to force it.
And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage.
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So a fumble on 2nd down. They're able to maintain possession. Brings up 3rd. From his end zone on 3rd and long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes.
Let's go.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Carolina getting set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And the D looking like they may blitz.
Four down. Check. Set, ready? I got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room.